Hello and welcome to Mission Alive. I used to love to sing when I was young. My mother always sang around the house. She'd turn on the radio and sing with the people who sang, or she'd turn off the radio and sing the old songs that she loved. I learnt many songs from her. And I've kept that love for singing. So that when I went to Millen Bay, and at each school there had to be a music teacher, singing teacher, I was the one. I never had music lessons in my life. I had a chance one, but instead of that, I picked a bicycle for my birthday present instead of piano lessons. So I missed out on being musical. But I remember when we were in the Trobes, we won the singing competition one year. In the Trobes, there were a number of schools. It's a small island, but many, many people. So there were several schools, Catholic, United Church, government. And on the islands around about, there was always a school, mainly a government school. And so once a year, everybody would come together to Losuya, the main station, and we'd have a singing competition one day and a sports competition the next day. So when I came, I taught them something the first year. We didn't win anything. Father Doody said because it was too slow. So next year we sang, "Come to the fair. The sun is a-shining, come to the fair." So we won, we came first. Everybody was so happy and so proud. The next year, I don't know what we sang, but we won again. And the third year, that was really our best. We sang Pedro the Fisherman. Pedro the Fisherman is the story of a young man, Pedro, who was a fisherman, didn't have much chance of making money fishing, so he sailed off to get a job somewhere else, to buy a cook, a pot, and a wedding dress, because he had a young woman on the island whom he wanted to marry. But while he was away, the father of the young girl said, he's gone. Marry the one who's got the vineyard. He might be fat, but he's got plenty of money. And so Nina, who really loved Pedro, agreed to marry the old man with the vines. But then, just as they were about to get married, they heard a sound. They heard Pedro whistling, and she ran from the church down to the wharf onto the boat, and off they went. It's a lovely, lovely song. So we sang it, and they sang it so well. The boys had to whistle. The first part of the song, Pedro the Fisherman was always whistling, such a merry call, and the boys whistled. They whistled the song that Pedro was singing. Oh, they were good. I was so proud of them. And then there was one little girl, when it said, she was standing there, and the people were waiting for her to say, "I do." She stepped forward and she said, "I do." But she didn't really say it because it was just the song saying what she was going to do. So before the priest could ask her, "Do you take this man to be your lawful spouse eternally?" Suddenly the church was still. A far-off sound disturbs the air, the sound of Pedro the fishing, and the boys start to whistle. Oh, it was so good. You could feel the electricity in the people behind me. And of course, we won. As we walked off the stage, I heard one of the judges who came from Port Moresby say, "I've never heard singing like that on the Trobriand Islands before." I was so proud, so very proud. Then as we were going home, we went home very quickly because the Losuya school children were very angry with us for winning, because in the Trobriand Islands it's a custom that the people who own the place that you go to, they must come first. If you go to play cricket at a village, the village that you go to, they have to win the cricket match. You go to a village for a dancing party at Christmas time, the village that you go to, they must be the best. So we went to Losuya, the government station. The government school should have got the prize, but they didn't. We did. But as we were going home, one of the boys said to me, "Sister, when you're conducting, your hands were shaking, were moving." I said, "Yes, of course they were. I was moving to conduct, to let you know when to come in and when to go down." He said, "No, sister, not like that, like this. Your hands were really shaking." Yes, my hands were really shaking, because whenever I conducted, I was very, very frightened, very, very nervous. Michael, the local man who conducted our junior choir, he said, "Oh, no, I don't feel nervous. I feel so proud that I am giving such pleasure to all those people behind me." I'm afraid I didn't think of the people behind me. I thought of the people in front of me. Those young students who were really doing their best, who were like me, nervous. Would they win? Would they get the right note? Would the singing, would the whistling come in at the right time? Would Mary suddenly say, I do, at the right time? They did. Everybody did everything at the right time. The pleasure that we can give others when we try, when we learn something, and when we share it with others. Have something to share this week. Goodbye for now.